Someone's mad that they kept trying to put you in a competition that you knew nothing about. And even if you found out or realized that this person was trying to compete with you, it's like you paid it no mind. Whatever it is you do for work or your career, I'm really picking up, you could be someone who is an esthetician, you could be a content creator, you could be an artist, you could be a musician, you could be a tattoo artist, you could be a hairstylist. Whatever it is you do for work though, this person does the same thing as you. So it's almost like every time they felt as though they had beat you out at something. For example, this is the type of energy who, if you have less social media following than them, you have less collaborations than them, you have less going on than them, this is where it made them feel good about themselves. So this is someone who's purely living in their ego because this person wanted to have a competition with you to make themselves feel like they were enough. And collective, this person's realizing that you don't care. You're someone who's only competing with yourself. And also too, you could have even silently clapped for this person. Meanwhile, the whole time they were trying to put you in some type of unknowing competition. So Phoenix, renew and growth, change mind, new phase and rekindle. This person could be figuring out very soon, if they haven't already, that it's time just to focus on themselves. I feel as though when you started giving them no reaction, they went as far as to try and ruin your reputation because it made them feel better about themselves. So like if they knew that they were gaining more of a following or more opportunities by holding you back, it almost like boosted their ability to want to keep going. So this is someone who feels as though when they compete with another person, it energizes them to keep going. So lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego, fear, and frustrations. This person's become incredibly frustrated over the fact that you aren't paying it any mind. And like I said, you're almost teaching this person a lesson in self-love because you've showed them that no matter what they do to come against you, no matter how bad they try to tear you down to build themselves up, it doesn't affect you because you're only out here trying to be a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. So even if things seem a little bit difficult right now, or you've come into the realization that this person's purposely been trying to hold you back financially or hold you back from being the best version of yourself, at the end of the day, it's like God will allow you to keep moving forward because he sees your true heart, he sees your true intentions, and he also sees the fact that you aren't out there trying to compete with this person. So even on your toughest days, even if you feel like you have a lack of support now after what this person did behind the scenes or directly in front of you for some of you to hold you back, know that at the end of the day, it's all a false facade. What we manifest is a reality of our own hopes, thoughts, and dreams. And by you continuing to move forward, continuing to put in the work, and continuing to focus on just being a better version of yourself, you know, gaining more skills and talents in whatever it is you do for your career, you're automatically bringing yourself to the next level. So this person wanted to tear down something you created to make you have to start over. So that way they would automatically be ahead of you. This person wants you to keep having to start over. So if that makes sense, like for example, if you work in a specific career field, they wanted you to have to start over. If you have a business, they wanted you to have to start over. If you have a social media collective, they wanted you to have to literally start over. And Spirit's saying, do not allow this person to make you feel a lack in any type of way. I just think it's going to be a little bit shocking when you realize how far this person went behind the scenes to really hold you back. Because from this energy, I'm picking up that you're not the type of person that would ever go out of your way to hold someone else back. So this is what this person's realizing through trying to break your heart. They're only breaking their own because they wanted to keep you stuck in your mind. Like if this person could make you feel as though you had less support, they know it would slow you down in creating. Or for some of you, they thought it would make you give up on yourself altogether. And instead, you just keep focusing on yourself and moving forward. So 6 of Swords, this person wanted you to feel as though you had no options. Essentially, like the path you were on was not your true path to be on. And ultimately, they tried to take this away from you, opportunities away from you, abundance and blessings. But it's in reverse. So 7 of Swords is here. No matter what this person thinks that they did to ruin your name, your character, or your progress forward, know that at the end of the day, you are extremely protected. You're extremely loved by the universe and by Spirit. But yeah, this person wanted you to feel as though you had to give up on something altogether. And with this Eight of Pentacles here, it could be something that you created as like a passion project on your own. And for example, like I was saying, if you work within an industry where you work side by side with other people every day, they wanted people to look at you funny in order to gain more recognition than you. It was never about them. It was always about how you made them feel. And this person could have been comparing your accolades. For example, if you are someone who is like a nail tech, a hairstylist, they were looking at you having more clients than them, and they were getting frustrated about that. If you're someone who's on social media in any type of way, or you receive contracts in any type of way, they were looking at you as having more than them, and it was frustrating them. And it's just a shame, because whoever this is really didn't realize that the whole time they're trying to stagnate your growth, collective, they're actually holding themselves back from all those opportunities. So they're laser focused on holding you back in some type of way, when in reality, they should have been focused on creating new opportunities for themselves in order to keep moving up in their career, in their life, okay? So you're gonna know who this is, because maybe, like I said, you didn't know initially that this person was trying to create an unknown competition between the two of you. But you're going to start to notice, once they've revealed themselves, or through spirit revealing them to you, that this person's kind of stayed stuck themselves where they wanted you to. So this is why they've increased some type of momentum to hold you back, because they're starting to realize that their clients aren't going up, their numbers aren't growing up. And for some of you, it's almost as if this person's lost opportunities based on going after you. So people could know behind the scenes that this person is extremely competitive with you. Maybe no one's ever said it to your face, but just know, Spirit has a way of showing others people's true intentions without them trying. And a lot of people know behind the scenes that you never went out of your way to go after this person's character. You never went out of your way to hold them back from a social life or from opportunities. And for some of you, this is someone in the past who you literally used to celebrate with this Four of Wands being here. So Nine of Swords is in reverse. It's like whatever they send your way, or whatever their intentions are towards you, collective, know that Divine almost has it being directly mirrored back to them, so they can learn the lesson to focus on their own path instead of trying to create toxic endings for other people. Maybe in the past, this person did do this to another individual as well, and they could have really felt like they made this person give up on themselves. So that was why they tried to continuously attack your character. It's like the type of person that will like spam watch your videos, send people to laugh at your social media. Or for example, if you do any type of services, right? Tattoos, hair, nails, they'll purposely show others and try to sneak diss you, like passive aggressive behavior. Or even if you create music saying, yeah, it's all right, but it's not that great. You know, anything you do, yeah, it's all right, but it's not that good. Anything to make themselves feel as though they were ahead of you. And it's just a shame, because I feel like whoever you are, you've been focused on just being a better version of you, right? So who's to judge another person and where they're at in their life, you know, to purposely want to say, yeah, it's not that good. It's like when you have nothing nice to say, we were all taught from a very young age to keep it to ourselves, to create more peace and less drama. And a lot of people are starting to realize that you kept the peace in this situation, and that's where you're about to be rewarded, because you've truly chosen to focus on your own growth and not allow this person's petty attacks towards you to make you give up on yourself. So loosen your grip is here. Coping mechanisms, density, let God in. Okay, so right now, listen to a prayer, okay, for protection, or just truly know that God is asking you to let him in, let him handle this situation. And if you've been feeling a lot of emotions, whereas one day you feel emotional knowing that all this has happened behind the scenes, or you're feeling like emotions going up and down. One day you're happy about your progress, the next you're kind of feeling stagnant. It's because you're an empath. You're picking up on the energy of this other person and how they feel towards you, and possibly even how they feel towards themselves. So empathic starseed is here, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what is not yours. And that's exactly what you're being asked to let go of if you found this message, is to stop trying to absorb other people's emotions, or allow them to make you held back. Realize how far you've come and realize that your destination is so close as long as you keep moving forward. So I hope this message finds you well, and I hope you know that you're on the right path. Have a beautiful day.